still stand the same. For the Lincoln Stars, goals have come pretty easy to them. They are at the top spot in the USHL when it comes to goals for with 145. And the Stars, they're able to keep the puck out of their own net just as well as they are able to put pucks in the opponent's nets. They have only allowed 93 goals against, which is the least in the USHL. So they have the most goals for in the USHL, the least goals against in the USHL. They have found a way to put together a very good squad for this season. Well, currently, Lincoln Stars, they sit 7-2-1-0 in their last 10 games. And their one overtime loss, well, of course, was to the Buccaneers here at the Mid-American Energy Company Regplex. The Bucks in their last 10, they're 5-4-1-0, so just over that 500 mark. They have done a pretty good job up in Fargo a few weeks ago, but unfortunately dropped 2 in Tri-City last weekend and picked up a win on a weird Monday slot game here at home against the Omaha Lancers 6-1 in a game that was just dominant. And the offensive zone, defensive zone, special teams category, anywhere you look for the Bucks, they were dominating and they played a very good game. Now, the Buccaneers penalty kill, that has been very stout as the new year actually has progressed. We don't want to look back in 2024 when it comes to the Bucks PK, because at this new year 2025 they are 20-23 on the PK. And there's only one game they actually allowed a power play goal against, and unfortunately they allowed 3 against. So all power play goals they have allowed in the new year, well, it was in one game. And even last game against the Omaha Lancers, able to kill off a 5-minute major, not really giving Omaha anything to work with. So their PK has been very good. Let's see if they can continue that trend into tonight's game. Now, let's look at Lincoln's last game, and it was against Muskegon. Lumberjacks went out to Lincoln for a 2-game series, and the Stars just took care of business against the Lumberjacks. Just absolutely throttled one of the top teams in the East. The most recent of those 2 games, however, was a 7-3 win for the Stars, and it was an action-packed game. 7 power play goals and 2 shorthanded goals combined between the 2 teams. Only 1 goal out of the 10 in that game was just a normal 5-on-5 goal. And from that game, there were 2 suspensions that were handed out. So there was a fair share of hidden and action and punching in that one. And those 2 suspensions did come out on the Lumberjack side. So Stars not losing anybody to that game, which is good for them. The Stars had 2 first-period power play goals courtesy of Lane Loomer and Dashiell Oliver. The Lumberjacks, who tied it up at 2 halfway through the second, but Darian Anderson and then Lane Loomer, who scored shorthanded, gave the Stars a 4-2 lead heading into the third. And then Lincoln, they ripped off 2 power play goals with Schlane and Harrington scoring before Spitznagel of the Jacks gets a power play goal of his own, making it a 6-3 game. But then Etienne Lessard scored an empty net, shorthanded goal to give the Stars a 7-3 win. The Stars went 4 for 6 on the power play, but 3 for 6 on the PK. Goaltender Jan Shostak stopped 24 of 27 shots, but a main storyline from that game came when David Deputy, the forward for the Lumberjacks, just blew up Jan Shostak in the crease early in the third, and Deputy got a suspension for head contact for the hit on Shostak. But Shostak, he's doing well. He's actually starting in tonight's game, but we'll get to that point in a little bit. The Bucks' most recent game, Monday, a weird Monday game, Martin Luther King Day against the Omaha Lancers. Pure domination for the Buccaneers. They picked up what looked to be a pretty simple win, able to just control the pace of the game. And it was a little funny story. The broken glass before the game, still not sure who did it, but the Buccaneers goal scorers for that game, Kernan on the power play, assisted by Clark and Barron. Brett Harper from distance got the game-winning goal, and then a 3-goal second period helped propel the Bucks a little further ahead. Kostrevsky on the power play, assisted by Kernan and Clark, and then we saw the captain and defenseman, Owen Dyer, penalty shot, showed off his silky mitts, able to get a goal on the penalty shot there. And then Ben Keevan, a nice goal of his own, assisted by Barron and Kostrevsky. But then Omaha's Jonah Egeter scored off a nice wraparound feed from Sam Sheets to give the Lancers a goal in that game. But then, before we got to the third period, we saw Gus Thorpe, he got a major in game misconduct for slashing and gave Tanner Morgan of the Omaha Lancers an unsolicited cup check, we'll say. And Gus Thorpe not in tonight's game, but he did find himself leaving that game a period early. And then in the final frame of that game, Blake Zielinski, he scored with 2 seconds left, assisted by Moran, who picked up his first USHL assist. In that game, Max Weiland in net, 27-28 saves. The Bucks perfect on the special teams category, 2 for 2 on the power play and 2 for 2 on the penalty kill. Now, the last time we saw these teams match up, we saw a fantastic game. It was January 4th. It was a 2-1 overtime win for the Buccaneers. And Lane Loomer, he scored the only goal for the Lincoln Stars, and it was just about 2 minutes into the game. And that was all the first period brought us, but the second period of it was a busy one. 14 combined penalty minutes, 7 minors included, all minors there. And Caden Harrington, he kind of had the main penalty taken, one that actually had to be reviewed to see if they should keep it at a 5 or bring it down to a 2, and it was deemed to be a minor penalty for head contact on Sequin Lascarbo. He cut across the crease. Sequin Lascarbo had possession of the puck, kneed him right in the head. Sequin Lascarbo was okay. Harrington went in the box, sat for 2 minutes, and then he wasn't so friendly to his own goalie. He pushed Andrew Clark into Prouse for the Bucks to get their lone regulation goal in the second period. And then we saw no goals be scored in the third period. It was a tightly contested third. And then we saw the Della Donna overtime winner. And I wanted to take a look at the Della Donna overtime winner here. So we have what would be just about a minute 30 left in overtime. You see the Stars try to take it in, and right there, Della Donna pokes it off the stick. You're trying to find Malte. Let's one more look at that in slow motion here. So they were looking back to do a backwards pass, and Malte was the intended recipient. He gets it off the stick, but Della Donna jumps in the lane to get in the way of that one. And then let's take a look at the beautiful breakaway goal by Della Donna. Della Donna just takes it in, one-on-one on Prouse, forehand, backhand, and he scored to secure the game for the Buccaneers right there. So Della Donna, the hero of last game between these teams, but that's not without giving some credit where some credit is due. And that credit, well, it's the goaltender for the Des Moines Buccaneers in that game. Elliott Sequin Lascarbo coming up with a absolutely massive save in overtime too. And I wanted to take a look at that goal, or that save. And as we have here, this was before the Della Donna goal. So if he didn't make the save, the Bucks would not have had that Della Donna goal right there. So there's a 2-on-1. It comes across, and a big save by Elliott Sequin Lascarbo. But something I want to point out here, I'll slow it down a little bit. It's a 2-on-1. And watch here. The pass gets sent across. Elliott Sequin Lascarbo all the way out to the left. But the pass in the skates of Ethan Weber. That's the right defenseman for the Lincoln Stars, giving Sequin Lascarbo a little bit more time to lunge over as he gets it to his stick. And he loses his own stick in the process. But a phenomenal save by Elliott Sequin Lascarbo kept the Bucks in the game and helped get Della Donna that overtime winner, game-winning goal. The Bucks special teams that game 0 for 4 on the power play, 3 for 3 on the penalty kill. Now, let's take a look at the road ahead here for each team. I wanted to take a look at the Buccaneers first. The Des Moines Buccaneers, they play today, and they will also play tomorrow. They'll be in Sioux City to face the Musketeers, 7:05 p.m. start, and then they will be in Cedar Rapids Sunday, so a busy weekend for them. 5:05 start there, so a little bit earlier than usual. Next weekend, we'll see 2 Bucks games. It's a Dupaco Cowboy Cup matchup between the Blackhawks and Bucks. They'll be in Waterloo next Friday, 7:05 start at Central Time. I know it says Eastern Time on there. But and then the Bucks will be here at 6 on next Saturday for the second part of that back-to-back against the Blackhawks. The Lincoln Stars this weekend, they are, of course, here tonight. They will be at home tomorrow to face off against the Omaha Lancers. And then next weekend, they have 3 games of their own. They're in Cedar Rapids. They'll be in Dubuque and then in Sioux City, a 3-game road trip for them right there. The next time these two teams actually do play each other is going to be March 29th. That's the last time they're scheduled to play each other in the regular season. So we'll see if they meet up in the postseason at all, if the Bucks are able to make the postseason. Now, the goaltender matchup for tonight's game, we have for the Stars, Jan Shostak. He is sitting at 14 wins, 9 losses on the season, a 2.45 goals against average, and a .907 save percentage. For the Buccaneers, Elliot Sequin-Lascarbo is in net. This is his 3rd time playing against the Lincoln Stars this season. He's currently 1-1 on the season. He has stopped 50 of 55 shots coming his way against the Stars this season. Elliot Sequin-Lascarbo, he has a 3.64 goals against average and a .885 save percentage. The starting lineups for tonight's game, as you see on your screen right now, the Buccaneers, Andrew Clark, Ben Keevan, Jacob Yastrzemski, top line out to start. Owen Dyer, the captain, with Ryan Kroll, starts tonight. Then, of course, Elliot Sequin-Lascarbo in net for the Bucks. For the Lincoln Stars, Daniel Schlane, Alex Pelletier, and Hunter Anderson up front. And then Jacob Rombach and Etienne Lessard on the back end. Then Jan Shostak in net for the Lincoln Stars. Now, let's go to how these teams match up head-to-head on the season. So, the Lincoln Stars currently sitting at 23-12-0, but it's technically 23-11, 1-0 on the season, 47 points. They're second in the West currently. When you look at their power play, it is very, very solid. At 28%, puts them second in the USHL, and they are 4th on the PK in the USHL. The Buccaneers, 16-17, 2-0 on the season, 34 points, 7th in the West. 4th on the power play for the Bucks, so just behind the Lincoln Stars, but still 4% behind them. With the Bucks PK, 12th in the USHL, but it has been improving. As I've been talking about a lot, the Bucks PK has been looking better and better as we get along in the season. The top scorers for each team before we get close to game time. Lincoln, they have Jack Pekar leading the way, 15 goals, 22 assists, his 37 points. It ranks him 7th in the USHL when it comes to points. Daniel Schlane, 12 goals, 22 assists, puts him at 34 points. It ranks him 11th in the USHL. Lane Loomer is next on the Stars, 11 goals, 18 assists. For the Bucks, Jack Kernan, 17 goals, 17 assists, 34 points, ranks 10th in the USHL. Then Ben Keevan is 10 goals, 18 assists, and then Andrew Clark, 14 goals, 13 assists. Of course, I already gave you your starting lineups for tonight. Let's take a look at the scratches for each team. The Bucks scratches for tonight. Peyton Blair out with an injury, and he actually sustained that injury the last time these two teams played. We speculate that it happened he was corking up for a shot and just it slipped off. We suspected he could have tweaked something in his arm, his shoulder, but he has not returned since then. Theo Kiss on the IR. Gus Thorpe out for tonight, and then Harper Sirlis serving a suspension. For the Lincoln Stars, only 2 scratches. Drew Delasala and Michael Sandruk. Refs for tonight's game: Jeff Parker, Alexander Ottenberg, and the linesmen Tyler Madansky and Sean Rounds. All right, couple minutes until we do get started. About 3.5 minutes. And this is not the only game going on tonight. We have a handful of games that are happening in the USHL. We have the USA Hockey National Development Team program. They're playing 2 games, the U17s and U18s, each playing different games. We have USA Hockey Youngstown tied at 2 after 1. Muskegon on top 4-1 after 1. The Bucks and Stars, of course, will face off in about 3 minutes. The Steel and Rough Riders will be playing. The Fighting Saints and Stampede will be playing. The Force and Storm will be going against each other. And then we have the Capitals playing as well. All right. Some good games going on tonight in the USHL. This is one of them. I know Tony and I, after the last game, we were saying, man, we're thinking that was one of the better games of the season. We have seen a lot of action, a lot of chippiness between the teams. There is a bunch of pushing and shoving. We'll see what happens tonight. About 2 minutes until we will get the players out on the ice, and the fans here will be given the starting lineups. Of course, the luxury of being able to watch from home is we usually give you the starting lineups before the people here in the crowd find out.
Yeah, before the crowd finds out. Eliza, nice job on the pregame. Well, as you guys can see, we got some new graphics. We got some new toys to play with this game. Thank you to the USHL for working with me this week and then getting some new stuff lined up. It's really going to help our broadcast. And want to advertise, please reach out to the Bucks Hockey staff and see if we can get some advertisement on here too. So.
Yeah, about 1 minute. Yeah, here come the Bucks out on the ice. And those nice blue jerseys.
Yeah, I like the blue jerseys. I like Lincoln Stars jerseys tonight too. You can read the numbers on them. You can read the names on them really well.
The white and blue.
The white and blue. We don't have gray on or black on gray or gray on black. We've seen that a few times this year. We've had our own team do that. Makes it very, very hard to read names and numbers out there. Eliza, I think we had cold enough weather here this week that I see some ponds out there. It might be some good hockey ponds out there if they're thick enough. I'm hearing they're thick enough.
Oh, it's pretty cold this last week. Of course, classes up at Iowa State got canceled. It was pretty chilly. All right.
All right, here we go, Eliza.
So heading into tonight's game, we have a couple point streaks for the Bucks players. We have Zielinski, who leads the way with a 6-game point streak heading into tonight. He has been phenomenal with the Bucks so far. 16 games with the Bucks, 16 points. Kernan has a 5-game point streak heading into tonight. Clark with a 3-game point streak. Barron and Harper with 2-game point streaks. So a lot at stake, a lot of point streaks. But the Bucks, most important, looking for an important 2 points.
How you doing? Hey, what's up? Good to see you. Bingo. What's up? All right, the Buccaneers wearing their blue jerseys going to the left on the screen. The Lincoln Stars wearing their white and blue jerseys going to your right on the screen. And I think we are up and running. Put those up too. All right, here we go. Andrew Clark in there for a face-off for the Buccaneers. Daniel Slane in there for the Lincoln Stars. Game number 1 of 3 this weekend for the Buccaneers. Then the Lincoln Stars sent it all the way down into the Buccaneers' defensive side of the ice. Played off the half boards all the way up through center ice. Lazard has it for the Stars. Sent over to the far side. Back down into the Buccaneers' defensive side of the ice off the half board. Centering pass right on the face-off dot. Lazard with it. Fires it. Shot off Yadreski's shin pad. Shot wide. Sinkle Escarbo. And Clark picks it up for the Buccaneers. Lincoln Stars spin, turns, sends it off the half boards on the far side, keeps it in at the blue line. Buccaneers play it down below the goal line, all the way up to Yadreski. Yadreski up through the neutral zone. Back down in the Buccaneers offensive side. Shot on net, saved by the Lincoln Stars goaltender, Showstack. And the Buccaneers come in, make them pay a price, and the Lost Stars coming in, tic-tac-toe, and they make it a 1-0 hockey game. 19:06 left in the first period. Actions both into the rink, and Sinkle Escarbo is not able to make the save as they just put one on the short side of Sinkle Escarbo on the second shot of the evening.
Looks like Gio DeJulian with the goal for the Stars, but the Bucks, last time these teams played, allowed one pretty early in, about 2 minutes in that game, just over. And this one, it didn't even take a minute for the Stars to score. So we'll see what happens, but not the start you wanted it for the Bucks.
Well, there's a lot of game left here, so not done with it yet. Buccaneers with it all the way down in behind their own goaltender, played on the far side, up through center ice. Kernan, Alstead with it for the Bucks. He dumps it down in the Lincoln Stars defensive side of the ice. Young picks it up for the Stars, plays it on the near side, on the half boards by Barron to Alstead. Alstead with it down below the goal line, gets taken off the puck. Stars play it on the far side, bring it right up through the face-off dot. Spin, turns at the hash marks, bringing it back the other direction, sent over to the far side. Here comes the Lincoln Stars up through center ice, played to the far side, and here Buccaneers forced a turnover. Lincolnshire has it for the Bucks to Collins. And that's going to be icing on the Buccaneers. 18:22 left in the first period.
Yeah, it was a nice feed from Eachin, who got the assist on that. Just across one circle to the other, found a wide open to Julian, who was able to get it past a sliding Stephen Lascarbo there.
Face off. Glove side, Sinkle Escarbo. Stars win the face-off off the half board, sent over to the far side, down below the goal line, centering pass up front, broken up. Here comes the Bucks up out of the zone, up through the neutral zone. Lincoln Stars played on the near side and up into the Buccaneer bench. 18:06 left in the first period. I'll look at it. I'll try to look at it during the intermission. Deladonna with the face-off, and if you guys listening, watching on the away feed, I hear it's cutting in and out just a little bit. We'll try to take a look at it. Send over to the far side. Buick with it for the Buccaneers, down below the goal line. Right out front. Stars pick it up through the neutral zone, all the way up through center ice. Played on the near side. Shot just went wide. A single Escarbo played off the half boards. The Buccaneers not able to get it out of the zone for very long against the Lincoln Stars so far tonight. Shot towards the net, up over the head. A single Escarbo played on the half boards. Vizcaloff able to chip it up out of the zone to the far side. Lincoln Stars pick it up, send it right back down. And Pepberg picks it up for the Buccaneers. Buccaneers with it on the far side, up through center ice. Lazard chasing after it for the Stars. He sets up in behind his own goaltender, plays on the near side. All the way up, Lazard with it through the center ice. Sent over to the far side. Picked off. Here comes the Buccaneers up out of the zone. And first penalty of the game as Clark gets tripped up, and the Buccaneers going to be on the Little Debbie power play here on a hooking call. Gachard into the penalty box for the Lincoln Stars.
Yeah, Bucks, good power play last game, 2 for 2, able to find the back of the net. Each time they had a chance with the man up. We'll see what the Bucks can do early in this one. Of course, allowed a goal not even a minute into the game. We'll see if they can even things up at 1.
Clark with the face-off for the Buccaneers. And the Lincoln Stars sends it up out of the zone. Did our penalty show up on the TV down there? Can't see it.
Yep, Jack Bakar in the box. Hooking was the call.
Clark with the face-off again for the Buccaneers. And the Buccaneers win the face-off back to Barron. Top of the circle, fires a shot into the glove of Showstack. 16:53 of the period.
Barron assists in each of his last 2 games, looking for his first goal since November 29th. If that one would have gone, and that would have been a feel-good goal for him. He's been on this top power play unit all season long for the Bucks, and they missed him when he was out at the World Junior Classic, and he's back looking to be a difference maker again.
Clark with the face-off again to the glove side. Showstack sent back to Barron. Barron couldn't keep it in. Foot race back to go the other direction. Buccaneers set up in behind their own goaltender. Barron full head of steam, left-hand side up through the neutral zone. Dropped it back to Keevan and Kernan. Kernan on the left-hand side brings it in the opposite side of the ice. Sent over to the far side. Clark with it in behind Showstack. Kernan tried to beat him to the puck. Couldn't do it. Kept in by Barron. Sent over to the far side. Keevan with it. Top of the circles. Cycling around. Down in deep. Fires a shot off the shin pads. Buccaneers. Barron keeps it in. Richard Barron keeps it in at the blue line. Back to Keevan. To the far side. Fires a shot on net. Save Showstack. And he covers it up. 16:06 of the first period. 1-0 hockey game in favor of the Stars.
Now some good movement there by the Bucks. Barron, a good keep in at the point. And Keevan had a chance blocked. They were able to get it in close down in the crease. There was a loose puck for a moment of time, but Showstack able to track it the whole way.
Clark with the face-off through the glove side. Showstack. Then over to the far side. Keevan with it. Back to Barron. Barron high slot to Keevan. Right-hand side. Fires a shot. Never made it. Went off somebody up into the protective netting. We get a whistle. 15:58 of the period.
Something that I like that about the Bucks power plays, they're not afraid to shoot the puck. You see a lot of power plays across the league, across a lot of leagues. They always try to set up the perfect pass for the perfect shot, and the Bucks, they just want to get the puck to the net, which is more times than not how you end up getting the goals.
Clark with it again. Kevin Ardreski on the front side. Barron and Kernan out there for the Buccaneers. They've been out there for the entire power play, but they've had some breaks as we've had some stoppage in the play. Stars win the faceoff. They send it all the way down, and the Buccaneer into the rink. St. Louis Scarborough leaves it there for Barron. Barron up through center ice, played to the far side. To Kevin. Kevin across the blue line, down into the Buccaneers. Offensive side of the ice, played to the far side to Kernan, off the half boards. On the near side, now the Stars pick it up. Able to clear it past Barron, and that goes the length of the ice. With 30 seconds remaining in the power play here for the Buccaneers. 15:25 of the first period. Stars up 1-0. Barron has it for the Bucks across the blue line. Leaves it there for Deladonna. Sent over to the far side. Reese Goloff leaves it for Dyer. And the Buccaneers, Kroll comes onto the ice as the Buccaneers changing up. Shot on net, save. Dyer with a nice wrist shot there from the high slot. Now the puck comes all the way down into the Buccaneer into the rink. Played on the far side. Dyer picks it up back to 5-on-5 hockey. The puck comes all the way up to the neutral zone. And no call there. I thought the Bucks were going to go on the penalty kill there. Shot on net. Showstack with the save. Rich Goloff with a shot in behind the goaltender. Right out in front. Shot again off the shoulder of Showstack up into the protective netting. We get a whistle. 14:39 left on the first period.
Yeah, it looked like I wasn't able to see which one of the Bucks got their sticks in, but head coach of the Stars upset right now. That looked like a trip to me.
Yeah,
and
it looked like a trip.
He is barking at the officials a little bit,
Yep.
but not going to get anything out of it.
Nope. Face off to the glove side. Showstack. Reese Shaw with the face off for the Buccaneers. From Coon Rapids, Minnesota. Right-handed shot. Wins the face-off back to the point. Oh, and then Slinger couldn't get a piece of it. The Stars bring it down the other way. Slinger has to ride them all the way into the inboards. Stars pick it up down below the goal line. Played on the near side off the half boards. Fires it. Shot just goes wide to St. Louis Scarborough. And here comes the Bucks up out of the zone. Turnover by the Buccaneers. Stars send it all the way back down. Played by Buick. Off the far boards. Slinger has it. Buccaneers come up with it. Collins has it for the Bucks to Shaw. Shaw on the right-hand side. Fires it. Shot never made it. Got tripped up. No call there, so I think we're even on the tripping no calls. Right out in front. Fires shot. Showstack with the save. As Blake Kalinsky comes in and gets a shot on Showstack.
Yeah, Showstack way out of his crease with that save. He was, I would say, it was between his crease and the faceoff circle. The right big circle there. It was out a little bit of his crease.
Kernan with the faceoff for the Buccaneers. Stars win the faceoff. They draw it back to the point. Buccaneers able to keep it in. Kernan with a shot just goes wide and behind the goaltender. Showstack played on the near side. Kernan with it for the Buccaneers in that left-hand corner. Tough to see for us. Linsky in there too for the Buccaneers. And Alstead in there too for the Buccaneers. Ori keeps it in at the blue line. Back into the corner it goes, and we're going to get a whistle. Offsides is the call. 13:27 left in the first period. Buccaneers out shooting the Lincoln Stars 7-2, but the Stars on that pretty goal makes it 1-0.
Yeah, unfortunate for Keaton Ori. It hopped on him a little bit over a stick, just squeaked over the blue line offsides, and I saw the far official had his arm up, but no one on the Bucks were able to tell, and they were ruled offsides.
Stars win the faceoff back to Young. Played down below the goal line. Weber has it for the Lincoln Stars. Back to Young. Trying to get it out of the zone. They do. Foot race coming back the other way. 1-0 coming back the other way. Shot on net. St. Louis Scarborough with the save. And the puck comes free all the way up through center ice. Chasing after it is Kernan with Weber out there from the Stars. Ardreski gets taken off the puck. And the Stars clear it all the way back down on the Buccaneer end of the rink. Lomer has it for the Stars. Centering pass broken up by Barron. Up to Slinger. Here comes the Bucks all the way up through center ice. Clark has it for the Buccaneers. He slices it around Young. Played it on the half boards, now on the end boards. Over to Keevan. Clark comes right back up with it to the point. Fires a shot, just went wide of Showstack. 12:32 left in the first period. Bucks down 1-0. Up to Keevan. Keevan couldn't hang on to it. Here comes the Lincoln Stars all the way up through center ice. Down into the Buccaneer in the rink. Peppenberg chases after it. He beats him to the line. Played on the half boards. Hard hit on the near side. Who was that for the Buccaneers? Number 27 for the Buccaneers takes a hard one. Ardreski takes a hard one right in front of the Buccaneer bench. Clark has it on the left-hand side. Back to Lazard. Lazard has it for the Stars on the left-hand side off the half boards. Fires a shot on net save. Sinkla Scarbo with a big save there for the Buccaneers. And here comes the Bucks back the other way. Keevan with it across the blue line. Centering pass broken up. Momentarily kept in at the blue line. Fires a shot, just goes wide. A Showstack. Played on the near side here all the way up into the neutral zone. Kroll has it to the far side. The Buccaneers bring it in across the blue line, and they come in off sides. 11:31 left in the first period, and we're going to get a media timeout here. Buccaneers out shooting the Lincoln Stars 7-3, but the Stars on top 1-0. Good play back and forth, Eliza.
Yeah, besides that early goal that the Bucks allowed, it's really been a lot of the Bucks being in the offensive zone. Some good looks. We had Zielinski, of course, at even strength, but Keevan had a look. The power play, there was Barron had a good look on the power play, and I really say the Bucks have done a good job. Besides that one goal they allowed within the first minute, it's been necessary. I wouldn't say all Bucks, but it definitely had a majority of play.
All righty, back in action here after the media timeout. Got a little drink of water there. We're back in action. Shaw with the face-off for the Buccaneers. Stars win the face-off. They draw it on the far side. Dumps it down into the Buccaneer in the rink. Nicholas Garbo leaves it there off the end boards. Played by Kroll. Kroll up. Slinger sidesteps around and gets it to Collins. Stays onside, shot on net. Showstack with the save. Back to players Kroll. Kroll to Slinger. Played on the near side by Collins. Back to the far side. The Lincoln Stars pick it up into their defensive side of the ice. Played it on the near side. All the way up. That's icing waved off. Dyer picks it up on the far side for the Buccaneers, and the Bucks able to get it out of their own defensive side of the ice. Lincoln Stars send it right back down. Skating after it is Kroll. Sent over to the far side to Collins, and Collins comes up with it to the neutral zone. Dumped it down into the Lincoln Stars in the rink. Stars pick it up in behind their own goaltender. Showstack on the near side. Stars to the far side. Anderson dumps it in for the Stars. Played by Ori. Now the Buccaneers pick it up. They are full head of steam coming back the other way. 3-on-3, 3-on-4 now. The Buccaneers Collins with a fire shot on net. Showstack with the save. Sent over to the far side. Grosloff with it for the Buccaneers off the end boards. Skoloff with it. Bucks couldn't hang on to it. Sent over to the far side. Knocked off the puck by Buick. Ori has it for the Bucks on the near side of Priskala. Up through center ice. Back to Deladonna. And the Buccaneers stayed onside just barely that time. Deladonna with it. Fires a shot. Just goes wide. Priskaloff just went wide of Showstack. Played on the far side. Back up through the center ice. Deladonna's coming to the bench. He's wore out. Kernan out there for Deladonna. Zielinski comes off the bench. Alstead off the bench. Fresh pair of legs out there for the Buccaneers. Stars with it down in behind their own goaltender, sent over to the far side. To Kernan. Kernan walks the blue line, sends it to off the half boards to Alstead. Back to Barron. To Kernan. Kernan down below the goal line, sent over to the far side to Alstead. Buccaneers put some pressure on him in the offensive side of the ice. Right back out in front. Couldn't pull the trigger. Back to Barron. Barron sends it all the way down below the goaltender for the Stars. Alstead with it, sent over to the far side. And here comes the Stars. Break it up out of the zone right in front of St. Louis Scarborough. Back to play to Barron for the Buccaneers. Played to the near side. Lazard has it for the Lincoln Stars. Sent it wide and high over to St. Louis Scarborough's head. And Lincoln Stars have it down in behind the Buccaneers goaltender. Put some pressure on him as Barron. Nice hip check there, and the Buccaneers able to clear it out all the way up through center ice. Stars bring it right back down on the Buccaneers defensive side of the ice. Played to the far side. Dyer in there trying to dig it off the half boards. Gets it to Clark. Buccaneers able to move it forward. And both players got tripped up there. Nothing called there. I think they tripped up each other. Nothing called as Clark was rolling around on the ice. Now his jersey looks almost all white with all the snow on it. So shot on side of net. St. Louis Scarborough with the save. 7:45 left in the first period.
Yeah, that Bucks line of Alstead, Kernan, Zielinski was down in the offensive zone for a long period of time, and that's been a very solid line. It's been golden for the Bucks. They've gotten a lot of points, a lot of goals over the majority. Well, I wouldn't say majority of the season yet. Well, when Zielinski's been called up, and he's been with Kernan and Alstead, that line has been money. So we'll see if they can keep it up. It's looked good so far. Let's see if they can on the back of the net.
7:45 left in the first period. 1-0 hockey game. Buccaneers are out shooting the Stars 9-3. So they are putting some pressure on Showstack. Stars keep it in on the blue line after the face-off. Sent over to the near side. Shot just went wide of St. Louis Scarborough. Played off the half boards. Now on the blue line again. Lincoln Stars able to keep it in. They send it all the way deep, but it went off a stick, I think, and got up into the protective netting. 7:25 of the first. Shaw signature out there for the Buccaneers. Stars win the face-off, played on the near side. Harrington dumps it all the way down in the Buccaneers defensive side of the ice. Out there with Moran. Peppenberg comes up with it, sends it to the far side. Slinger has it for the Buccaneers. To Shaw, across the blue line. Fires it, shot! Boy, that went off the cage of the Lincoln Stars goaltender. He's shaking his head just a little bit. I think that nicked him just a little bit. That was a wicked shot.
They might have caught a piece of Harrington as well. He dropped a stick, and he was holding his face a little bit on the way to the bench.
Yeah, that might have got two of the Lincoln Stars players. It was a heck of a wrist shot there for the Buccaneers. And now back up to the action here, up through the neutral zone. Played to the far side. Peppenberg has it for the Bucks. Back on the near side. Grosloss has it. Up through center ice, up through the neutral zone. Down into the Buccaneers offensive side of the ice. Grosloss has it for the Bucks. Down below the goal line. Sit on the near side. Deladonna with it for the Buccaneers. Played off the half boards. And the Lincoln Stars able to bring it up out of the zone. Played it on the right-hand side down into the Buccaneers defensive side of the ice. Shot on net. St. Louis Scarborough with the save. Or I think it went off the side of the net, not off the goaltender. Nope, they did count that one. So the goaltender did get a piece of that. Penalty coming on the Lincoln Stars on a tripping call at the 6-minute mark of the first period. The Buccaneers will be on the Little Debbie Snack Cake power play.
Yeah, good move by Barron to draw that, and I think he caught everyone off guard. I thought he might have just dumped and chased or dumped the puck down, went off the change or pulled back a little bit, but he put a little curl drag on, got tripped up in the process, and the Bucks have the second power play of the first period.
Clark with the face-off for the Buccaneers. Stars win the face-off. Tried to clear it out. Kernan keeps it in at the blue line. Back to Barron. To the far side, Keevan. To Kernan. Down in deep. Off the hash marks. Back to Barron. Shot on net. Save. Showstack with the save. Kept in again at the blue line by Keevan. Played on the near side by Kernan. Clark in the corner to dig it out. To the far side. Keevan with it. To Barron. To Keevan. Right-hand side. Back and forth. Dumps it in deep. Down below the cage of the Lincoln Stars goaltender. And the Stars able to clear it out all the way up through the Buccaneers into the ring. Bucks with it now down in the Stars in the rink. Kernan with it. Played on the near side. Yardreski. Back to Clark. Barron at the point. 54 seconds remain on the penalty kill for the Lincoln Stars. And the Buccaneers have to retrieve it in behind their own goaltender. Played on the near side. All the way up through center ice. Barron with it to the far side. Skoloff with it. Working it on the far side now to Alstead. To the near side. Grosloss. Harper. Fires a shot on net. Save. Shot again. Shot save again. As Showstack keeps it a 1-0 hockey game as the Buccaneers get a couple of scoring opportunities there. Zelensky down in there too for the Buccaneers. I think he took the original shot. And Showstack with the save. 4:22 left in the first period.
Yeah, Showstack, he's been pretty strong so far, but it's not just a trend we're seeing in this game, but he's been very, very good all year long. Leads the league in goals against average at the 2.45. So he's been very good all season long. The Bucks need to find a way to beat him.
Alstead with the faceoff for the Buccaneers, played on the far side. Zelensky head first into the boards. He's shaking his head a little bit. That was a tough one for him. This kind of lost his footing. Went head first in the boards, tied up on the far side. Buccaneers are going to change one up there. Buick comes onto the ice. Shot on net. Showstack with an ace. Alstead with a shot towards the net. Never made it. Right out in front. Shot. Score! Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Number 51 for the Buccaneers. Alstead with a little one-timer. Gets it past Showstack, and it's a 1-1 hockey game. 3:54 of the first period.
Yeah, it came right out to him. He was able to fire it home off the initial shot. And, well, the Buccaneers, just after their power play expires, able to find the back of the net. Britton Alstead, and he and his line, like I said earlier, have been on fire. And they're able to pop one in the back of the net.
Buccaneers win the face-off. Slingershire with it, sends it over to the far side. Not going to get credited that as a power play goal, but it was pretty dang close as the star player was coming out of the box right when that happened. And Eliza's going to bring up the replay here as soon as we get a minute here. We'll show that goal again. Buccaneers with it now. Reese Shaw sends it all the way up to Slingershire on the left-hand side, down in the Stars into the rink, down below the goal line. Stars player loses the stick. Colin back in there to try to dig it out. And here comes the goal call here from Rick. Definitely Alstead with the goal. We knew that one. I'm not sure who got the assist. And Harper with the goal. Boy, I thought that went in.
So Harper Zelensky with the assist.
Yep.
And let's take a look at it here.
Yeah, we get a timeout here, a break here.
So the power play just expires. Zelensky over to Harper. Harper has to be quick. Gets the star coming out the box right on his behind. He just sends it to the front of the net right to Alstead, and Alstead able to put that one home. And good pass by Harper, and even better pickup by Alstead to kick it and get the goal.
Peppenberg with it for the Buccaneers, fires it right in front of the Showstack there. Could not get the shot on net. Lincoln Stars able to clear it all the way up through the neutral zone, not into the zone. Here comes the Bucks back the other way. Keaton with it, fires a shot on net. Showstack with the save. Back to the far side, up through the neutral zone. Peppenberg gets a piece of it. Stars able to bring it in. Boy, I thought that was offsides. Clark has it on the half boards for the Buccaneers. He's able to clip it out of the zone up to Godreski to Keevan. Back out to center ice. Stars bring it all the way down to the Buccaneer into the rink. Nicholas Scarbo just leaves it in behind his own net. Played by Barron. Barron sent over to the far side, up to Andrew Clark. Down into the Lincoln Stars into the rink. Played by Slingenshire. Slingenshire sends it to the far side. Back to Harper. Harper with it now, looking to do it again. Shot on net, save. And Kostak with another big save. Loses his stick. Buccaneers need to keep the pressure on him. Shot on net, and nice save by that young goaltender there without a stick. He just makes the glove save. Showstack does. And that gives him opportunity to pick up his stick again.
Well, with that Alstead goal, Zielinski extends his point streak to 7 games. He has been absolutely outstanding. Harper, the defenseman, 3-game point streak now. And this line getting some more good looks as they're back on the ice right now.
All the way up through center ice. Barron has it for the Bucks. Alstead with it. Sends it down in deep. Brown sends it to the far side for the Stars. And the Buccaneers surrender the puck. And the Stars bring it back the other way. Up through center ice comes Dyer on the far side to Alstead. Stars keep it in. Hash mark. Shot save. Single Scarbo. Dyer comes up with it now. Played on the near side. Up through center ice. And the Buccaneers surrender the puck again. And fires it right in the breadbasket as Sinclair Scarbo. Hendricks for the Lincoln Stars fires that nice little wrist shot into Sinclair Scarbo with the save. Defensive face-off here for the Buccaneers.
You know, a minute 20 left in the period. The only, I would really say this, the only blemish so far for the Bucks this period was that first minute goal against, and they have been very strong since. And that's barring something else happening in the final minute 20 to say otherwise.
Deladonna with the face-off win sends it to the far side.
Oh, what a hit by Grossklaas.
And is there a penalty on that?
I
I hope
offside.
not. No, it's just offside.
Oh, that was
a good
phenomenal hit.
We don't see hits like that for the Buccaneers very often, but boy, he put chest to chest and
that was
like a
Grossklaas
bulldozer.
with it. Yeah, that was a very good hit.
Yeah, good hit. I'm glad there was no call.
He's 5'10", but all 174 pounds were put into that one.
Yes.
That was a phenomenal check by Grossklaas.
You have to see if you can find that on the replay there, Eliza. We'll show the.
Will do.
Yeah, we'll see if we can find that. That was a good hit. Deladonna with the face-off here for the Buccaneers. Stars win the face-off. They send it down into the Buccaneer into the ring. Played on the near side. And give away by the Stars. They bring it up through the neutral zone, back to the far side. And now they send it down into the Buccaneers' defensive side of the ice. Dyer with it. Under 1 minute remaining in the period. Briskaloff with it for the Buccaneers. He sets up in behind Sinclair Scarbo. Now played by Dyer. Dyer, long pass up. Grossklaas. I think the Buccaneers, Grossklaas was headed to the bench and then realized the puck was coming toward him. Tried to play it just a little bit out of reach for him. Sent over to the far side of the Buccaneers with it. Now right out in front, shot. Saved by Showstack, and a nice shot by Deladonna.
That looked identical to what he tried or what he did in overtime the last time these teams played.
Shot and went up off a stick in to protect the netting. 23.9 seconds left in the first period.
That was a phenomenal save by Showstack. Full switch, real quick
You
here.
got the hit there?
I do have the hit. It was Henriks who had received that and just boom right there one more time. Ended up going in offsides
Go in
after.
a little bit with that.
Just a flattening check.
That's a good.
They both go head over heels there, but that was just an outstanding hit there by Grossklaas. That was a good one.
Stars win the faceoff. Played by Slingershire. Sent down in deep. Weber has it for the Stars. Down below the goal line. Young controls it for the Stars. He plays it off the high glass up to Anderson, tips it all the way down on the Buccaneer end of the rink. Peppenberg picks it up for the Buccaneers, sent over to the far side with 4 seconds remaining in the period. And that's going to do it. After one period of play, it's the Buccaneers 1 and the Lincoln Stars 1. The Buccaneers out shooting the Lincoln Stars 17-7 or 17-6.
And before we leave for the first intermission, I want to look at this save by Showstack.
Yeah,
It
what
was
a
absolutely phenomenal. Let me slow it down a little bit. Seelinger finds Deladonna, fantastic pass, and just watch this Deladonna forehand, backhand split.
Boy, tried to
Save.
go 5-hole on him. Play
Yeah.
that one more time.
Yeah,
Yeah, play that one more time. Oh, did I mess you up?
No.
Nope. Okay.
right in. Deladonna, forehand, backhand, he guts out, and Showstack at the top of his crease, trying not to allow a lot of room for Deladonna. And fantastic save.
Yeah,
Like
good
I said,
save.
pretty close to what we saw him do in overtime 20 days ago
Yep.
here against the Stars. But solid first period. We have only 2 goals scored. Of course, the Buccaneers goal, Alstead, assisted by Harper and Zielinski right after the power play expires. And we'll see what the next periods bring us. The first one, very good. And yeah, we'll be back in about 17 minutes for the second period.
All right. Thanks for listening to Des Moines Buccaneers hockey on YouTube and watching on Flow Sports.
All right, I'd like to welcome back everybody that is listening to tonight's broadcast between the Buccaneers and the Lincoln Stars. Of course, we're not the only game going on in the USHL tonight. We have some other ones I want to take a quick look at. We have USA Hockey. They have their U17s and U18s each playing tonight, separate games. We have USA Hockey, I would say game one, against the Youngstown Phantoms going on. USA Hockey on top 4-3 about to start the third period. The other USA Hockey game, Muskegon on top 5-2. Third period action just started there. Cedar Rapids up 2-0 on Chicago after one. The Fighting Saints on top of Sioux Falls after one, 2-1. And former Buck Edison Engel got a goal in that one. Fargo down 1-0 to Tri-City. And, of course, that game is going on in Frisco, Texas, a part of the Frosty Cup. The Capitals on top of the Blackhawks 1-0 after one. And then an absolute beating in Sioux City. The Musketeers up 6-1 on Omaha after one. That game is already out of reach, I would say, for the Lancers. And the Buccaneers have some games coming up this week, and I wanted to take a look at. Of course, they play tonight, they play tomorrow, and on Sunday. Of course, we have tonight's game against the Lincoln Stars. We're trying to get the graphic up for you guys. It's like it's not showing up, but of course the Bucks play tomorrow as well on the road. That one is in Sioux City. That's a big game when it comes to looking at the playoff race. So then the Bucks a lone game going on Sunday. The only one in the USHL. That one is against the Rough Riders. So a 3-game weekend for the Bucks. This is just game one, the only one that is at home. So we'll see what the Buccaneers are able to do, how many points they are able to bring out of this weekend. 3 games, they're looking for 6 points. The all-important playoff race that is going on right now in the back half of the season. There we go. Now we got it up on the screen. All those times are Eastern time, so it's 6:05 start tomorrow. 4 o'clock start Sunday. 7:05 next Friday. And then Bucks back at home next Saturday at 6. And then they will face the Phantoms and Musketeers at home the weekend after that. About 10 seconds until this period starts.
Well, Eliza, just walking through the crowd tonight, had a few Buccaneer fans say that first goal for the Lincoln, their only goal for the Lincoln Stars, was offsides. We went back and looked at it, took a picture of it. Definitely not offsides. Was it? Well, I don't even think it was close. It was.
No.
I've seen a lot closer offside calls, but there was not an offside
That one was
there
pretty
at all.
clear
It
cut.
was pretty clear. The puck was definitely 2 inches across the blue line before anybody else went across. So Buccaneers wearing their blue jerseys going to the right on the screen. These Lincoln Stars wearing their white and blue going to your left on the screen. Stars win the face-off. They draw it down to the Buccaneer, and the ring shot just goes wide. The Sinkle Scarborough sent over to the far side. Here comes the Buccaneers up out of the zone. Keevan with it. Out in front, wide open net. And Keevan could not get the puck back to his stick. He would have had one there as the goaltender was moving. And I had a fan walking in front of me right as that was happening, so it was tough to see. Puck goes all the way down to the Buccaneer in the ring. Clark picks it up for the Bucks. Across the blue line, sends it into the Stars into the ring. Stars pick it up, set up in behind Showstack. To the far side, all the way up, ships it down into the Buccaneer into the rink. Buick with it for the Buccaneers. All the way up through the neutral zone, leaves it there for Alstead. Alstead already with a goal tonight, the only goal of the evening for the Buccaneers as number 51 put it past Showstack. Young has it for the Stars up through center ice, down in the Buccaneers defensive side of the ice. Kernan catches up to it, played on the near side. Centering pass right down front, goal. And the Lincoln Stars, nice centering pass right out front. No one covering number 13, Slane, Daniel Slane for the Lincoln Stars from Russia going to Minnesota Duluth. He makes it a 2-1 hockey game. 18:45 left in the second period.
Yeah, another early goal.
Yeah,
for
no,
the
you're right.
Stars.
About
Man.
the same amount of time in that period there.
Yeah, just about a minute 15 into the second period,
Yeah.
and not even a minute into the first period, and the early goals are haunting the Bucks right now.
Stars win the faceoff. They draw it all the way back, and the Stars into the ring. Played on the near side. Slinger with it to Harper. Off the half boards. And now sent over to the far side. Lane with it for the Stars. Pelletier with the assist. Anderson with the assist too for the Lincoln Stars. There was a shot on net during that as Sinclair Scarborough comes up with a save. Harper has it now for the Buccaneers. Circles around up through the hash marks all the way up through center ice. Leaves it there for Shaw on the left-hand side. Off the half boards, dumps it down in deep in behind Tostack. Sent over to the far side. Here comes the Lincoln Stars. They are not able to clear it out of the zone. Played to the near side. Slinger has it for the Buccaneers. They got tripped up, no call. Do believe he just lost his footing more than getting tripped up. Here comes the Stars up out of the zone. Played to the far side, off the far glass. To the neutral zone. To the far side, Lincoln Stars bring it all the way in. Sinclair Scarborough with the save. Shot on net. Nice glove save for the Buccaneers goaltender.
You know, the Bucks last period, they were able to, like I mentioned, control the pace for the most part after they allowed that early goal. We'll see what they can do here, but you don't like fighting yourselves down in a majority of the game. So Bucks looking to hopefully get one back sooner than later.
Deladonna with the faceoff wins it to the far side. Dyer picks it up in behind his own goaltender. His gross loss. Buccaneers send it to the far side. Now Biskaloff with it with the Bucks. Able to clear it up out of the zone by Dyer. Played on the near side. Gross loss with it. Almost came in offsides on his own. Played on the inboards. Nice hard hit. Puck stays there. No one picks it up. Biskaloff in there to get it. Back to the point. Fires it. Shot just went wide. Fires it. Shot saved by Stosak. Off the rebound. Off the inboards. And I believe Biskaloff with the shot on net. Played over to the near side. Buick with it now. Across the blue line. Stayed on side. Shot on net. Showstack with the save. Off the inboards. Anderson picks it up for the Stars. Back below the red line, all the way up through center ice, and that's going to be icing on the Buccaneers. 16:39 left in the second period.
Yeah, shots 18-9 for the Bucks, but some good looks there. We saw Buick with a shot from the high slot, able to pick it off the end boards. Brizgalov had the rebound, but Showstack very, very good at tracking the puck, tracking where it is, and made the save off the rebound from the boards.
Buccaneers with it to Keevan, played on the near side. Back to Dyer, to Clark, off the half board. Buccaneers not able to get possession of it. Gaudrowski with it for the Bucks, to Clark. Still tied up kind of on the inboards. Sent over to the far side. Back up through the neutral zone. Stars dump it in. They're going to make a line change. Trying to make the feed a little bit different than they're on Ustream, and we couldn't do it. 16:03, get a whistle to the far side of both players. Kind of got their sticks tied up in each other.
Oh, yeah, Ori was in the mix there. He likes to muck things up a little bit. Not afraid.
No, not afraid at all. There we go. Buccaneers send it all the way down. That's going to be icing on the Lincoln Stars. Buccaneers with offensive faceoff, 15:58 of the second period. Clark with the face-off for the Buccaneers. Aldreski on the right. Even on the left. Harper back on the defense with Barron on the left D. Buccaneers win the face-off. Send it over to Harper. Harper couldn't keep it in. Puck trickles free. Back out to the center ice it comes. Sent over to the far side. Buccaneers over to the far side. Cut it into the zone. Dumps it down in deep. Down below the goaltender. Kostak. Aldreski with it. Back to Barron. At the blue line, fires it off the shin pads, and puck comes free all the way up through center ice. Turnover by the Buccaneers. They turn it right back over now, get it up to Keevan. Keevan on a little breakaway shot. Not sure if he got a piece of that or not. Just went on the top shelf. Keevan did. Shostak might have got a save there. Doesn't look like they counted it. I think it went up over his shoulder, never even touched the goaltender, but nice job by Keevan. Here comes the Bucks up out of the zone. Clark with it now, across the blue line, sends it to the far side. Aldreski with it, top of the circle to Buick, fires it towards the net, picked off, and a giveaway by the Buccaneers. Buck goes all the way down. Stars pick it up in behind their own goaltender, played by Buick. Sending pass to Young, fires a shot up over the head of Cinco Escarbo. Aldreski with it for the Bucks. To Clark. Back up through the neutral zone. Pettenberg with it. He dumps it down into the Stars in the rink. Shostak with the save from outside the blue line. Kernan and Allstead out there for the Bucks. Dyer. Harper. Walensky out there for the Buccaneers. Oh, that's Kroll over there. Sorry, not Harper. Stars pick it up through center ice. Anderson dumps it down into the Buccaneer in the rink. I think Lascarbo leaves it there for Dyer. Kind of gets tripped up in this Dyer stick. The goaltender for the Buccaneers did. Nice recovery. Stars pick it up down in their defensive side of the ice. Long pass up out of the zone. Delayed offsides on the Buccaneers. And here comes the Stars up through the Buccaneer logo. Hendricks has it for the Stars. Kroll picks it up on the turnover by the Lincoln Stars. Back to play it on the near side. Now on the far side. Shaw has it for the Bucks. Couldn't hang on to it up through the neutral zone. Back and forth. Turnover by the Stars. Buccaneers pick it up. Shaw has it to the far side. Slingershire off the half boards. Oliver has it for the Lincoln Stars down below their own goaltender. Here comes the Stars up out of the zone. Played on the near side. Now to the far side. Oliver sidesteps around Barron. Back to the near side. Shaw is able to bring it up out of the zone, up through the neutral zone. Comes Lincoln Stars. Full head of steam up through the neutral zone. Kolinsky has it for these Stars. Back to the near side. Back and forth. To the far side of Oliver. Puck goes all the way down to the Buccaneer in the ring. Barron gets knocked off this puck. In behind the goaltender, Nicholas Scarbo. Stars come up with the centering pass right out front. Tipped in front. Deladonna might have got a piece of that to redirect that shot. Barron has it now down off the half boards, now in the end boards. Harper in there trying to take him off the puck. Nice back check by Harper. Comes the Buccaneers up out of the zone. Priskaloff with it on the left-hand side up through the neutral zone. Tried to get around Lillard for the Stars. Couldn't do it. And the Lincoln Stars bring it all the way up through center. All the way up through center ice. Down into the Buccaneers. Defensive side of the ice. Shot on net. Nicholas Garbo with the save. Long pass up. Aldreski. Got the Grossloss. Grossloss got his skates taken out from him. Buccaneer fans want a penalty. Not going to get it. Now Grossloss has it off the half boards. Bouncing puck loose up through the neutral zone. Played up through the blue line. Dumped in down in deep. Down on the Buccaneers defensive side of the ice. Played by Buick. Deladonna tied up down off the end boards. Buccaneers out shooting the Lincoln Stars 19-9, but short 2-1, and The referee, Parker, took a hard hit there, went down, able to still call the penalty, I do believe.
Yeah, he was calling the penalty on Lincoln, and he just
Yeah, he lost his edge or something.
he just took a tumble, and Malte is going to the box for the Lincoln Stars. Bucks going on their third power play of the night. They have not been able to get much luck on it yet. They have got some good looks, but no goals. And
we're going to take immediate timeout here, too. 11:17 left in the second period. The Buccaneers be on a little Debbie Snack Cake power play.
Yeah, the Buccaneers, their power play. Like I said earlier, 2 for 2 last game. Haven't scored tonight, but they have scored on the power play in 6 of their last 8 games, and they have scored 2 power play goals in 4 of those games, including the last game. So Bucks looking to hopefully get some life in their power play tonight in front of the crowd they've been cheering all night. Some chants going during play, and just want to get them going in here.
All right, power play here, unit out here for the Buccaneers. Clark, Keevan, Kernan, Ardreski, and Barron out there for the Buccaneers.
This unit's been good.
Yeah, they've been good this year. Clark with the face-off to the glove side. Showstack and Stars win the face-off, able to draw all the way up through the neutral zone, down into the Buccaneer in the rink. Chasing after it is Barron. Barron picked it up from St. Louis Scarborough. Full head of steam up through the neutral zone. Laid on the near side. Keevan with it now to the far side. Beats them to the inboards. Played to the near side by Clark. Clark off the half boards up to Barron. To Kernan to the far left. Back up to Keevan. Fires a shot on net. Showstack with a save. And the Stars able to clear it out. 1:25 left on the power play here for the Buccaneers. 10:40 remaining in the second period. Barron breaks it out in behind his own goaltender all the way up through center ice. Played on the near side by Clark to Keevan. Back and forth. And Oliver chasing after it for the Stars. Ardreski catches up to it. Gets it to Keevan. Cross the blue line to Clark. Back to Barron. He sets up. Leaves it there for Keevan on the right-hand side. Back to Barron. To the far side. To Kernan. To Clark. Back to Keevan. Top of the high slot. Clark with it. Fires it. Shot off the skates of the Stars player. Back to Keevan. Top of the circle to Clark. Sent over to the far side. Shot just went wide to Showstack. 30 seconds remaining on the power play here for the Buccaneers. Clark plays it top hand side to Keevan to the right side. High slot, Barron. Keevan, top of the circles to the far side to Kernan. Fires it, shot. Picked off by the Stars, and it goes all the way down on the Buccaneer into the rink. And that was an important play for the Stars. Picked it off again. Shot on net. Save by Showstack. Short-handed try. Now back to 5-on-5. 9:15 left in the second period as St. Louis Scarborough with the save. Buccaneers with a defensive face-off here.
Yeah, Bucks, they have allowed 4 shorthanded goals at the turn of the new year, and the Stars just got to look at their own. Did not go, though. St. Louis Scarborough able to suck that one in, but for the Bucks, a lot of time in the offensive zone on the power play, but not able to find anything.
Deladonna with the face-off for the Buccaneers. Lincoln Stars win the face-off, and right off the face-off, shot on net in the breadbasket of St. Louis Scarborough, and he keeps it a 2-1 hockey game. Good crowd here tonight for a Friday night. Just over 1,500 here tonight. That's a pretty good crowd here for the Recplex. Buccaneers with it now up through the hash marks. Played on the near side. Alstead off the near boards all the way up through center ice. Hendrick has it for the Stars. Played to the far side now of the ice. Belladonna sits up in behind his own goaltender. Played to the left-hand side. Down into the Lincoln Stars defensive side of the ice. Alstead chasing after it for the Bucks. Off the half boards. The puck comes free all the way up through center ice. Anderson has it for the Lincoln Stars. He sends it down in deep. Picked off by Belladonna, though, off the far side. Zielinski chasing after. Hard hit on the far boards by Zielinski. Kroll has it for the Bucks off the half boards. Belladonna full head of steam, left-hand side. 2-on-3 coming back the other way. Belladonna spins, looks, hangs on to it, sends it down in deep. Zielinski getting tied up, not able to get a stick on it, as the Stars able to send it up out of the zone. Back to the far side. Collins has it. Slinger with the Buccaneers across the half boards to the near side. The Lincoln Stars brings it up through center ice. Picked off by Collins to Shaw. Back the other direction. Here comes Shaw down in deep off the half boards. Now off the end boards. Lincoln Stars up through center ice. Played to the right-hand side. Tried to sidestep around Barron. Barron able to beat him to the puck off the end boards. Both players fall down. Back to play as Collins. Here comes the Bucks. Full head of steam up through center ice. Leaves it there for Shaw. Shaw kind of lost it there. Harper is able to pick it up and keep it moving. Lincoln Stars played it on the near side. Over to Ori. Loose puck right out front. Shot on net. Shostak with the save. He just covers it up. A little pushing and shoving after the whistle as Weber's down there with Shaw. And Shaw just laughs and moves away, and both players skate away. No harm, no foul. Eliza, it got cold in here all of a sudden. Like every game, it seems like.
It's a common theme.
Yeah, it is common. You know, it was warm up till now. Feels like the air conditioner's on. Belladonna with the face-off down in the offensive side of the ice for the Buccaneers, just to the glove side. Shostak. Shot off the face-off. Riskalov with the shot. Puck comes free, not able to keep it into the blue line. Here comes the Lincoln Stars back the other way. 2-on-1 coming back. Shot score. On a little tic-tac-toe coming back the other way. The Lincoln Stars make it a 3-1 hockey game. 6:58 of the second period.
Yeah, Stephen Lascarwa, he was squared up to it, but the shot went this top corner. The one spot he wasn't covering, it went right up to there. Picar looks like he got the goal for the Stars, and just like that, it's a 3-1 game. Just under 7 to go in the second period.
Clark with the face-off for the Bucks. Stars win the face-off. Fires it on net from outside the blue line. Sinkle Scarbo with the save. Face-off just to the glove side, Sinkle Scarbo. Rodreski with the face-off for the Buccaneers, sends it back to Peppenberg. Played on the near side to Buick. Buick back to Keevan. Keevan up through center ice, left-hand side. Buccaneers got a small hill to climb now as they're down 3-1. Not out of the ballpark yet, but I tell you what, the next goal in this game, either a 4-1 lead for the Lincoln Stars or a 3-2 for the Buccaneers, and that's going to be huge in this next goal, if there is a next goal for either team. Lincoln Stars with it down below the goal line. I always think a 3-1 hockey game is the worst lead to have in hockey. Sometimes the team that's leading kind of relaxes a little bit. Hopefully that's the case tonight as the Buccaneers try to make their attempt to make a comeback here. Sent over to the far side. Yardreski got tripped up Buccaneer fans want another penalty, not going to get it. Here comes the Stars back the other way. Turnover by the Lincoln Stars as Clark forced the turnover, and the Stars surrender the puck. Back to Barron. Barron has it now up through center ice, right up through the Buccaneer logo. Dumps it down in, but 3 Star players there waiting for it. And the Stars dump it down into the Buccaneer inner rink. Over the plate is Harper to Barron to Keevan. Keevan circles around looking for some help. Leaves it there for Barron. Keevan got a stick up into the face. No call right in front of the referee, and he's holding his lip.
He's heading to the bench.
Yeah, he's heading to the bench. Not happy at all. Not sure how that one got missed. Sent over to the far side to Harper. Harper up to Alstead. Played to the far side to Kernan. Zelensky has it for the Bucks. Sit to Kernan. Down into the Buccaneer offensive side of the ice. Just over the blue line. Young has it for the Stars. 5 minutes remaining in the second period. It'd be nice for the Buccaneers to get a second goal of the evening right now. Played on the near side. Harper has it for the Buccaneers. Back to Barron. The Buccaneers need a line change here. All the players out there look tired here for the Buccaneers. Not going to be able to do it. Puck comes free. Now they're making a little line change here as we believe that's Barron that made it to the bench. Puck goes all the way down on the Lincoln Stars defensive side of the ice. Played on the near side by Dyer. Puck trickles free up through center ice. Now Alstead to the bench. His replacement comes on the ice. Collin comes on the ice for the Buccaneers. So the Buccaneers getting some fresh legs out there. They were looking tired, that group of guys out there that are just coming off. Delaney has it for the Stars. Shot it just goes wide of the Buccaneer goaltender, Sinkla Scarbo. Played on the near side by Singletary. Leaves it there for Collins. And the Buccaneers able to bring it up out of the zone over to Shaw. Off the half boards. Back to play it. Lincoln Stars send it right back down into the Buccaneers defensive side of the ice. Roll there for the Bucks. Over to Dyer. Dyer sets up in behind Sinkla Scarbo. Played to the near side. Singletary has it for the Bucks, and the puck comes free all the way up through center ice. Hendricks plays it for the Lincoln Stars up against the Stars bench. Singletary is able to dig it out. He took a hard hit right on the Buccaneer bench. Puck comes all the way up through center ice. Played to the far side. Buick forces the turnover by the Stars. Here comes Slinger with it to Deladonna. Right out front. Shot save. Shot. Goal! Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah. And off the rebound, the Buccaneers able to put it home. And I do believe that Priskaloff with the goal. 3:07 left in the second period.
He might be hurting a little bit.
Yeah,
I think he took a slash to his hand right before he was able to get a goal. And that's his first home goal since November 22nd. That's a good one to have. Gets the crowd riled up again, but I believe he did take a slash to the hand, but he had his glove off the whole way back to the bench. He didn't even do the handshake line. He opened up the bench, went right in. So we'll see if he's feeling a little better.
We'll get the replay here for you shortly. And the Buccaneers, just what I was saying, the next goal is huge. We'll see if the outcome of the evening is what I predicted. I said the next goal was huge in this game, and it definitely is for the Buccaneers. And they make it a 3-2. And I do believe the Stars would have made it a 4-1. It might have been. It's just tough to come back from 3 goals. But the Buccaneers keep it a ball game here or a hockey game here, however you want to say it, and make it a 3-2 hockey game. Clark with the face-off for the Buccaneers. Sent over to the far side. Priskaloff with the goal as they're announcing. We'll see. Nate Deladonna with the assist. Ryan Singletary with the second assist there. Buccaneers with it off the half boards. Back out to Harper. Harper on the blue line to Barron. Fires it. Shot. Never made it to the net or to the goaltender. Played to the far side. Yardreski's not able to hang on to it. Here comes the Stars up out of the zone. Down into the Buccaneer into the rink. And had a couple of slashes after the goaltender, Nicholas Garbo, gets the save, and I think Elijah's got the replay pulled up here.
Yes, I do. All right. Bucks, Seelinger takes it in the offensive zone, drops it back to Deladonna, and watch the shot. Gets punched out right to Brizgalov. Shot just squeaks by Shostak, able to give the Bucks only a 1-goal deficit now.
Yeah, I didn't see any slash there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Pull that back if you can here. Yep, well, we got it. I'm going to pull that back and take a look, see if we can see a slash here, but I didn't see anything. Stars with it now, top of the circle. Sent over to the far side. Buccaneers play it off the half boards. Up to Deladonna, to Dyer. Dyer's able to get it up out of the zone. Right at the blue line. Then all the way back down to the Buccaneers defense side of the ice. Nicholas Scarbo just leaves it there. Dyer plays it off the half boards. Sent over to the far side. Dyer comes up with it. Up through the neutral zone. And icing waved off. The Nicholas Scarbo thought it was going to be icing call. Waved off. Kroll has it for the Bucks. To Dyer. Off the high glass. Chips it up through center ice. Young plays it. Ooh, Buccaneers stayed onside. Nope. Now it trickles free back up to the neutral zone. That was a pretty good play there for the Buccaneers, staying onside there, but just couldn't control the puck at the blue line. Young chasing after it for the Stars. Played on the far side. Gets hit. 1 minute remaining in the second period. Signature back to Kernan. Alstead off the bench. Tried to direct it to him. Couldn't get it to him. Back on the near side. Lincoln Stars. Izan has it for these Stars all the way down in the Buccaneer defensive side of the ice. 38 seconds remaining in the period. Sent over to the far side. Alstead off the half boards. Gets it up to Slinger there for the Buccaneers all the way down. Hendricks picks it up, though, for the Stars off the half boards. Back up through center ice. Slinsky with it, Slinsky with it for the Buccaneers all the way down in the Stars in the rink, played by Kernan. Stars able to bring it up out of the zone with just 2 seconds remaining in the period, sends it down in deep, and that's going to be it. The Buccaneers make a comeback, out shooting the Lincoln Stars 24-14, down short on the scoreboard 3-2.
I was able to find the slash that Brizgalov was shaken off after he scored the goal. So watch Brizgalov here. He's right there at center. He picks the puck up. He turns back and takes a slash right there.
Yep, there it is.
He shakes the hand immediately, but a good job to fight through the pain. He's still shaking his hand, but rebound right to him with a hurt hand.
Yep.
And he puts it home, immediately starts shaking off the hand again. So we hope it was just a stinger, nothing too serious, but Brizgalov in some pain gets a goal for the Buccaneers to cut the lead down, to cut the deficit down to 1.
All right, we're going to take a few-minute break here and be back with third period action. Thanks for listening to Des Moines Buccaneer Hockey on YouTube and watching on Flow Sports.
All right, I'd like to welcome everybody back that is listening to tonight's broadcast of the Des Moines Buccaneers and Lincoln Stars. Once again, my name is Elijah Gallagher. I have Tony Scott alongside. He's not currently here. He's socializing right now. He'll be back pretty soon, but I want to look at the scoreboard around the USHL before the final period of action starts here. USA Hockey, two separate games. One of them, they ended up losing 7-3. That was to Muskegon. The other one's in a shootout right now against Youngstown, waiting to hear the results of whoever wins that game. The Rough Riders in Chicago up 3-1 after 2. Fighting Saints and Stampede, some of the top dogs. That's a heavyweight matchup. 2-1 Dubuque, almost at the end of the second period in that one. And down in Dallas, Texas, Fargo and Tri-City locked up at 1 after 2. Waterloo down 2-0 to Madison in Madison after 2. And the Lancers clawed back a little bit to 6-3 deficit for them in Sioux City currently after allowing 6 first-period goals. The Buccaneers down 3-2 after 2. A quick look at the point getters and goal scorers for tonight's game. First goal, well, it didn't take long for it to happen. It was Gio DeJulian getting his 13th of the season, assisted by Bruno Eachin and Dashiell Oliver. Then Britton Alstead tied things up in the first, assisted by Harper and Zielinski, who they both extended their point streaks. Then Schlane and Pekar got the next 2 goals, gave Lincoln a 3-1 lead, and then Brizgalov, after taking a slash to his hand, shaking it off all the way in, able to get his hands back on a stick, fire the rebound home. That Deladonna shot on net, and Seelinger has the secondary assist on that one. Well, for everybody listening that actively follows the NHL, that stays involved with NHL action, well, the blockbuster trade just went down. If you did not hear about it, well, I'll bring you the news. The Colorado Avalanche traded away Mikko Rantanen to the Carolina Hurricanes, and the Hurricanes got Rantanen and Taylor Hall from the Blackhawks. The Blackhawks did a 3-way trade there. Blackhawks retained some of the Rantanen cap hit, got a 3rd-round pick in exchange, and the Hurricanes gave up Marty Natchez and Jack Drury. So a big trade there, a 3-way trade. The Blackhawks giving Taylor Hall up to the Hurricanes. So we'll see how things pan out there. I'm not sure if it's finalized, but those are the details so far, and I thought that was pretty interesting. Wanted to share that with everyone that's listening that stays involved in the NHL action. Well, about 2 minutes until this game gets underway for the 3rd period. Once again, if you didn't hear earlier, Buccaneers, this is game 1 of 3 on the weekend. They will be at the Tyson Event Center in Sioux City tomorrow night, 6:05 start for that one against the Musketeers. And then the next day, a 4:05 starts, the lone Sunday game in the USHL against the Rough Riders from Cedar Rapids. The Bucs will be there. Next weekend will be a Dupaco matchup, back-to-back Friday, Saturday against the Blackhawks. We haven't seen them since the beginning of the season. We will see them plenty to end off the year. We'll end up seeing them 7 times all season long. And that's a back-to-back, like I said. Friday will be in Waterloo. Saturday will be here. So come on down, support the team, support the players. Tickets.buckshockey.com. Get them today, get them tomorrow, get them whenever. Just come down, support the team if you can. I know the players love and seeing the fans show out. We have a pretty good-sized crowd tonight at the Recplex. We saw a pretty good crowd also last time Lincoln came to town. About 50 seconds until this period is underway.
All right, Buccaneers wearing their blue jerseys going to your left on the screen. The Lincoln Stars wearing their white jerseys and blue going to your right. You know, Eliza, you haven't been around as long as I have, but these two teams have had pretty much the same logo, I think, through all the years I've been watching the Bucs, and I've been watching the Bucs for a long, long time. And just kind of cool to see two teams out here that have been in the league a long, long time. And always a good battle between the Lincoln Stars and the Buccaneers.
Yeah, in case you forget when the Bucs became a team, well, it's on center ice. So 1980 in the logo on the ring of their logo right there on center ice, as you can see on the screen. But looks like the puck will be dropped in just a second here.
All right, here we go. Stars win the face-off. They bring it down in the Buccaneer in the rink. Dyer chasing after it for the Buccaneers. Sets up in behind the Buccaneer goaltender, Cinco Escarbo. Laid on the near side. Back to Dyer. Dyer has it for the Bucks. Sets up in behind Cinco Escarbo. Picked off, turned over by the Buccaneers, but they get it right back. Kroll has it for the Bucks. Putting pressure on him is Oliver for the Stars. Then over to the far side, Dyer has it for the Buccaneers. Back up through the blue line, up through center ice. Clark has it. Down in the offensive side of the ice for the Buccaneers. Played on the near side by Keevan. Keevan with it. Back to the near side. Stars sent over to the far side. Played up through the neutral zone. All the way up through the Buccaneer logo. Across the blue line. Brings it all the way in. Shot! Just went over the head of Cinco Escarbo. Puck comes free. Back up to center ice. Sent over to the far side. Across the blue line. Anderson has it for the Stars. Shot up over the head of Cinco Escarbo. Played on the near side. Linsky had it for the Bucks. All the way up through center ice. Played through the neutral zone. Back across through the Buccaneer logo. Harper has it for the Bucks. Spins around. Leaves it there for Alstead. Turnover by Alstead. And Stars bring it back the other direction. All the way down. And Cinco Escarbo just going to hang on to it. 18-20 left in the third.
You know, something important the Bucks need to look to do is, and they've not done it so far, knock on wood, but allowing the early goals in the period. 54 seconds into the game, Lincoln got on the board. A minute 15 into the second, Lincoln got on the board. We're almost 2 minutes in, and there's not been a lot of action yet. It's kind of back and forth.
Shaw with the face-off for the Bucks. Stars went the face-off, able to keep it in at the blue line. Played on the near side. Loomer has a shot. Oh, Cinco Escarbo with the big save, and he loses his stick. Shot just went wide of the goaltender. Cinco Escarbo still loses his stick, and he's able to pick it back up as one of his teammates actually got it to him. Shot on net, saved by Cinco Escarbo again, and they are trying to make this a 4-2 hockey game for sure, just like they did at the beginning of both periods. Eliza, I thought you were going to jinx us there for a second.
I was holding my breath.
He saved you. He saved you.
My breath.
Buccaneers with it now over to the far side. Colin tips it all the way down in the Stars defensive side of the ice. Back up through the neutral zone, and that's going to be waved off. Icing waved off. There you go. Thank you. Played on the near side. Buccaneers with it. Dyer. Dyer sets up in behind his own goaltender. Back up through center ice. Played to the far side. Dyer with it. Picked off by Kernan. Up to Alstead. And Kernan took a hard hit right up against the Lincoln Stars bench. Goes almost head over feet into the bench. Back to Buccaneers defensive side of the ice. Shot. Harrington just shot it wide of Cinco Escarbo. Stars come up with it off the end boards. Kroll right in front of the net. Puts some pressure on him. And here comes the Buccaneers up out of the zone. All the way down to the Stars in the rink. Couldn't get the shot off. Took the goaltender out. And the puck comes free all the way up through center ice. Zielinski with it for the Bucks, the one that came in, and I'm not sure what was the Buccaneer player that took his goaltender's feet out from underneath of him.
I think that was Harrington that hauled down Zielinski, and I saw some of the Stars players like, "Hey, where's the penalty?" And where's the penalty on Harrington? He pulled down Zielinski, and no call. But at the next break, I have the Sequel Escarbo save pulled
Oh,
up,
okay.
man. Let me
All
tell
right.
you, it's a good one.
Yeah, we'll pull that up here as soon as we get a whistle again. And there you go. We're gonna get a whistle, and we get a player knocked down. Deladonna. That was Briskalov got knocked down here. Eliza,
Maybe
go ahead
take a
and
quick look at the
we'll
tape
take-
by Sequel Escarbo. So watch this. The Stars, they break it in. Kiepenberg goes for it, but it pops out front, sent over to Malte, and didn't get a full stick
Wow.
on it. But Sequel Escarbo,
back that up again, just one more time.
he had to go full split to keep that
We'll
one
look
out.
at that again. I'm not sure. Buccaneers win the face-off. Oliver, though, picks it off while the Stars back up through center ice, cross the blue line down in deep, and now we're going to get a defensive face-off. Yeah, I just wonder if we can go on the goalie cam. Go above the goalie cam there.
We'll move the angle here.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good one to see. You guys aren't missing anything on the ice. They're getting ready to do the face-off.
Sent across, and
Boy,
He has to be strong.
he did get a toe on that. Wow.
has to be strong on that one. Good one by Sequel Escarbo. Fantastic save.
Deladonna with the face-off. Wins the face-off, able to bring it up out of the zone, up through the neutral zone, send it over to the far side. Fires a shot on net. Back out to the near side. Barron with it, sent wide. And the Buccaneers turn it over. Back down into the Buccaneer rink. Barron has it for the Buccaneers. Up through the far side. Deladonna with it, right-hand side. Down into the Stars defensive side of the ice. Deladonna off the inboards. Played on the near side to Harper, to Barron. Barron has it now, top of the circles, left-hand side. He works it right across the blue line, and he puts a shot on net. Showstack with the save. Puck comes free as the Lincoln Stars surrender the puck to Deladonna, back to Briskalov. Right up to the top of the circle, right-hand side. Weber plays it off the far boards for the Stars. Dyer chasing after it, trying to dig it out of the corner. Godreski off the bench, and Keevan off the bench here for the Buccaneers, and we get a whistle. Going to get a slashing call, and it's going to be on the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers will be on the Des Moines printing penalty kill, 14:46 of the third period.
Yeah, good forecheck there by Dyer, but just stick on stick there. Knocks it out of the hand of the star player, and just like that, the Bucks' first PK of the game. This is an important one. You're trying to keep it a 3-2 game, prevent it from going to 4-2. 3-2 is definitely in reach. There's 14:46 left in the game, and the Bucks just need to have a strong PK here. They've had a strong PK for the last few games, and the Bucks need to have one right now.
Clark with the face-off for the Buccaneers. Penalty kill unit out here for the Bucks, and boy, that's gonna. They're gonna do it all over again here. Clark again for the face-off. Buick, Kernan.
Did no one seem to
Peppenberg.
notice? Up on the clock, it's still sitting at 156. There we go.
Yep. Didn't notice. Lazard with it for the Stars, down in deep. Played by Peppenberg. Back to Kernan. Kernan's able to clear it out. Send the link of the ice all the way down in the Stars in the ring. Long pass over there by Showstack. Loomer has it for the Stars to Lazard. Across the blue line. Loomer cutting towards the net. Harper putting a stick on him. Played on the near side. Back to Lazard for the Stars. Down below the blue line. Right out front. And the Buccaneers able to clear it out. 1:13 remain on the penalty kill here for the Buccaneers. 13:55 left in the third period. Bucks down by 1. Lazard brings it in for the Stars. Played over on the near side. Oliver picks it up. And Deladonna is able to get a stick on it and send it to the link of the ice. Stars have it in behind their own goaltender. Then over to the far side, right up through the neutral zone. Now into the Buccaneers defensive side of the ice. Hendricks has it for the Stars. On the right side, Selene. Fires a shot, tipped in front. Shot again, and both shots went over the head of Cinco Escarbo. No shot on net, no save. Hendricks with it again to Anderson. Just down below the blue line on the right-hand side. Anderson plays it to the near boards. Fires a shot, saved by Cinco Escarbo. And the Buccaneers, with 10 seconds remaining on the penalty kill, Stars pick it up. Hendricks has it. Fires a shot, goal. And a power play goal there for the Lincoln Stars. Make it a 4-2 hockey game. 12:49 left in third period. Shot came from just inside the blue line, low to the short side of Cinco Escarbo, and not able to get a glove on it.
And Oliver led the handshake line, so you wonder if he got a stick on that.
Yeah, he
that
might
was
have got
from
a stick on it.
distance
Yeah.
as well. And there are 3 seconds left on the PK for the Bucks, so that's going to be a power play goal. 0 for 1 on the night, PK for the Bucks. Lincoln so far perfect on the special teams category.
Clark with the faceoff for the Buccaneers wins it back to Barron. Barron sends it to Harper. Back to Barron, across up through center ice. Barron has it now. Down into the Lincoln Stars in the rink. Weber picks it up in behind Showstack. Weber spins, turns, plays it off the far boards. And that's tipped, no icing. It seems like we're playing Monday night hockey out here with no icings. Weeknight hockey. Saw a little bit of that Monday night. Buccaneers with it. Keevan has it. Keevan on the left-hand side. Back to Harper. Shot on net. Showstack with the save. 12:16 left in the third period. 4-2 hockey game in favor of the Lincoln Stars.
And here's the goal by the Stars. It's on the power play, but it gets back up to Hendricks here. And we shoots it Oliver right there in the slot. Got a stick on it, I believe. And yep, immediately pointed right over to Oliver. I believe he did get the tip and goal on the power play for the Stars.
Don't think they've had announced it yet, and they might be looking at it on the video review like we were. So hopefully they'll announce it here soon. Stars win the faceoff. They send it up through the neutral zone, back up through the blue line. Loomer has it for the Stars. Sends it down all the way down on the Buccaneers' defensive side of the ice. Dyer picks it up. Boy, he got hit hard in behind Nicholas Scarbo. Comes the Buccaneers up out of the zone. Back at the blue line. Play by Loomer. Pecker. Sent all the way down to the Buccaneer defensive side of the ice. Clark catches up to it off the end boards. Played on the near side. Yardrewski up to Keevan, and Keevan sends it down into the Stars defensive side of the ice as Young brings it up out of the zone. Sent over to the far side. Loomer has it now. Down on the Bucks defensive side of the ice. Centering pass right out front, broken up. Here comes Kernan. Kernan full head of steam to the right-hand side, and the Buccaneers turn in the puck to the Stars and come in offside. 11:25 left in the third. And we're going to take a media timeout. Eliza, big news got announced today as behind us in 2026 will be a brand new arena for the Buccaneers as that got approved, a 3,000-seat arena. And supposed to start construction yet this summer in 2025, and it said could possibly be done for the 2026 season. So very exciting news for the Buccaneers, and that'll be a nice arena for them to play in.
Be brand new.
Brand new. Well, the building we're playing in here is brand new too, but just a little bit small here for the USHL. So, and definitely the Central Iowa here needs one more sheet of ice, as there still is only 3 sheets of ice here in Des Moines, not counting the one downtown in Wells Fargo. But they got so many activities going down at Wells Fargo Arena that it's tough to schedule any youth hockey or any Buccaneer games or any high school hockey games down there. $11:25 left in the third period. Kernan with the faceoff for the Bucks. Buccaneers win the faceoff. Over to Alstead. Alstead has it. Fires it towards net. Just went wide. Played by Kernan. Lincoln Stars off the half boards. 2-on-2 coming back the other way. They dump it down into the Buccaneers defensive side of the ice. Just went wide of Sinkla Scarbo. Fires a shot on net. Save. Sinkla Scarbo. 11:03 of the third. Hi, Michael.
Yeah, if you're the Bucks, you want to get some good offensive looks here. 11 minutes, you're not out of it yet. You're able to cut the lead 2 different times in this game. So if you can cut the lead down sooner than later, you'll have plenty of time to try for another goal.
Deladonna with the face-off to the glove side. Sinkla Scarbo. Stars win the face-off. Fires a shot on net. Save. Sinkla Scarbo. Back over to the far side. Shot just went wide. Played down below the blue line. Riskalov with a nice hard hit on Robach. Off the inboards. Young has it for the Lincoln Stars. Spins and turns. Looking for some room. Barron putting the pressure on him. Young. Stars with it off the inboards. Harper in there. Riskalov. And the Buccaneers able to bring it all the way up through center ice, down across the blue line, down and deep. Brown has it for the Stars, down in their defensive side of the ice. Sent over to the far side. Dyer's not able to keep it in. Back up through center ice. Kroll has it. Across the center ice line, sends it down in deep. Stars pick it up in behind Shostak. Played by Oliver. Turnover by the Lincoln Stars. Shot on that. Shostak with a nice save. Riskalov with a nice wrist shot. Played to the near side. Back to Kroll. Shot save again. That was a nice slapper by Kroll. And we're going to get a played by a high stick. 9:39 left in the third.
You like to see the Bucks in the offensive zone getting some looks, but Shostak, 31 shots again to stop 29. He has been phenomenal for the Stars. And like I mentioned earlier, he leads the league when it comes to goals against average in the USHL. And looks like the faceoff is going back down to our right.
I think it's because it's played with a high stick. Is that right? Shaw with the faceoff. Needless to say, it's going to be stick side. I think with Sarbo Shaw with the faceoff. Lincoln Stars win the faceoff. Couldn't hang on to it at the blue line, but able to dump it right back in on the possession. Buick sets up in behind his own goaltender. I think Lascarbo. To the near side. Shaw has it now. Up through the Buccaneer logo. Brings across the blue line. Hangs with it. Intended for Collins. Played off the half boards. Shaw has it off the half boards over to Collins. One right out in front. Shostak with a save, and he loses his stick, but is able to grab it as the puck comes free all the way down to the Buccaneer in the ring. Good scoring opportunity there for the Bucks. Just could not get it past him. Back out to center ice it comes. Played by Peppenberg to the far side. Stars pick it up. They bring in a full head of steam back the other way. Harrington has it for the Lincoln Stars. Across the blue line. Shot on net. Sinkla Scarbo with the save. Defensive faceoff here for the Bucks. 8:36 left in the third period. 4-2 hockey game. 31 shots on net for the Des Moines Buccaneers and 22 shots for the Lincoln Stars. Andrew Clark with the faceoff. To the stick side, Sinkla Scarbo. Even Harper, Barron, and Jardreski out there for the Buccaneers. But Buccaneers win the faceoff. Jardreski with it, left-hand side. Down into the Stars, defensive side of the ice. Played by Keevan. Keevan spins, looking for a lane. Keeps a hold of it. At the blue line, couldn't keep it in. Buccaneers have to come back to play it. Back to play it is Barron. To Clark, to Harper. Right up through the Buccaneer logo. Giveaway by the Buccaneers. And the puck comes free all the way down in the Buccaneer defensive side of the ice. Barron picks it up for the Bucks. Sent over to the far side. Yardreski with it. Yardreski with it down below the goal line, off the inboards to Clark. Buccaneers got plenty of time. Just got to get one at a time here. Right out in front, shot. Showstack with the save. Back up through center ice it comes. Dyer with it for the Bucks. Sent over to the far side to Clark. Walks it all the way in. Shot just went over the shoulder of Showstack. Allstead has it now down below the goal line, off the half boards or half the inboards. Sent over to the far side. And going to be a penalty on Dyer for the Buccaneers. Going to get a roughing call. 7:19 left in third period.
Yeah, second penalty that's been called against Dyer tonight. Looks like it'll be a rough this time. He knocked Malte down. Looked like it could have been more of an interference than a rough. Maybe got the hands up a little bit. I'll have to take a look at it on the replay. But nonetheless, Bucks, 2 minutes they got to kill here.
They'll be on the Des Moines Printing penalty kill here, 7:19 of the third. Clark, Kernan, Rizkaloff, and Peppenberg out there for the Buccaneers, plus the Des Moines Buccaneer goaltender, Nicholas Scarborough. Kernan in there for the face-off to the kick side of St. Louis Scarborough. The Buccaneers lose the face-off, but the Stars not able to keep it in. Clark chasing after it. Eliza's trying to pull it up here, trying to look at the hip. As soon as he finds it there, we'll pull it up for you guys. Let you guys be the judgment of it. Back out to the center ice it comes. It's a job I would not want to do. Would not want to be a referee. No, I don't want no part of it. Too many people yell at you. Played on the near side. Peppenberg has it. Off the half boards. Kernan comes up with it, able to clear it out all the way down into the Lincoln Stars in the ring. Putting the pressure on him. Blaine has it for the Stars. Up the Loomer. Stars bring it in. Shot on net. St. Louis Scarborough with the save. Back to the far side. Hendricks has it now just below the blue line. On the right-hand side. Blaine has it for the Lincoln Stars. High slot. Shot on net. St. Louis Scarborough with the save. Anderson with the shot on net there for the Stars. And the Buccaneers able to clear it the length of the ice. 49 seconds left on the Dyer penalty. 4-2 hockey game. 6:05 left of the third period. Stars come up with it. Up through center ice. Drop pass back. Across the blue line. Down on the Buccaneers defensive side of the ice. 28 seconds left on the penalty killer. Stars with a shot on net. St. Louis Scarborough with the save. And the Buccaneers able to clear it up through center ice and all the way down into the Stars in the ring. Zard back to play it for the Lincoln Stars. Sets up in behind his own cage. And that's going to, we got too many men on the ice for the Lincoln Stars as the penalty expires here for the Buccaneers.
And that's big for the Buccaneers. 5:19 left. If you're going on the power play here, that's a good chance to try to get back within one. Now, I was able to find the penalty on Dyer and watch Malte right there. The puck long gone. I would argue this could be more of an interference, but the puck behind Dyer, he just steps up and lays out Malte. Solid check. The only issue is the puck was nowhere nearby. So that looks like
so there's a penalty on the Lincoln Stars here, but they are trying to decide about Dyer being out of the penalty box. The penalty clock says 0. It's probably a half a tick away from expiring.
Yeah, it was close.
And it's close, but he did not come out until the whistle. So Jeff Hammer is talking to him, saying, hey, it appears to be over. They're still trying to figure it out over there, but they're going to make Dyer go back in the box.
I bet for maybe 1 second.
It's a split second. If you looked up at the scoreboard right now, the penalty up there says 0. Jeff's got to get the Stars penalty up there, but and still trying to get the penalty up there. So they're basically going to drop the puck, and then Dyer will be out.
I wonder if they're going to have him come straight to the bench, try to get. That's one of the play. I believe the person missing from this Bucks top unit right now, I think is Clark.
So
Barron's out there. Yastrzemski, Vernon,
it was
Keevan.
4-on-4 until Dyer comes out of the penalty box.
Yeah.
So
I bet he'll
probably go
might
right to the play. Well, we'll see. If he either go right to the bench or the play. So we'll see. They're basically going to drop the puck, and he's coming out. And now the Buccaneers, he's going to come to the bench. You're right, Eliza. He's headed to the bench. Clark comes off the bench. 5:13, 153 of the power play for the Buccaneers. Barron has it to the far side. To Keevan. Keevan with it. Down low. Odreski back to Keevan. Shot just went wide. Showstack. Played on the near side. Barron keeps it in. Sends it to the far side and off the stick funny of Keevan and bounces up out of the zone. Keevan leaves it there for Kernan. Kernan plays it off the half boards over to the far side to Clark. Clark top of the circle. Back to the point. Barron with it. Leaves it there for Keevan. Down in deep. Yadreski with it. Back to Keevan on the near side and picked off by the Lincoln Stars. And the puck comes free all the way up through center ice. Buccaneers cut into the zone. Barron with it. Leaves it there for Keevan. Walks the blue line. Getting the pressure on him. Back to Kernan. Top of the circles. To Clark. At the face-off dot. Left-hand side. To Kernan. Sent to the far side. Keevan back to Kernan. Fires a shot. Never made it. Sent over to the far side. Keevan. Buccaneers set it up. Got blocked in front. Played by Clark. To Kernan. To the far side to Keevan. Top of the circles. Hash mark shot on net. Showstack with the save. Yadreski put a shot on net. 36 seconds left on the power play for the Buccaneers. 3:56 left in the third period, down by 2.
Yeah, the entire time Yastrzemski was just hounding around the crease. He was getting his hands low on his stick, looking for maybe a cross-crease pass. But redirection late there on net. Showstack able to track it, get the save, and looks like the second unit is out there for the Bucks power play.
Alstead, Zelensky out there for the Bucks. Peppenberg, Signature, and Harper out there for the Bucks. I'm sorry, it wasn't Peppenberg. Biskalov out there for the Buccaneers. Puck goes all the way down to the Buccaneer into the rink. Harper sets up in behind his own goaltender. Need to get one here quick on the power play here. Get right back into this. Back to Alstead. Alstead sent over to the far side. Slinger has it for the Buccaneers off the inboards. Tied up. Biskalov in there trying to dig it out. Back to the near side. Fires it. Shot. Just went wide. Harper did. Looked up at the clock to see how much time was left. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Buccaneers with a couple of good scoring opportunities in the power play there, but not able to get one past Showstack.
And now you'll see when they're going to try to get ESL out.
Yeah, we'll see. Puck comes all the way back down in the Lincoln Stars in the rink. I still have not did the math on that, Eliza, to see if that see how much that works. We'll get a whistle here. 2:57 left in the third period. There's got to be a statistician out there that knows that stuff.
Well, all I can tell you is it hasn't worked yet for the Bucks this season.
Yeah.
So we'll see. There's just under 3 left, and the Bucks, surely they're going to need to get it deep. And only then, I'm guessing, Stephen Lascarba will start looking to Matt Curley, seeing if he'll head to the bench. But Matt Curley looking down at ESL right now.
Just under 3 minutes remaining in the period. Puck comes all the way down. Loomer has it for the Stars. Down the Buccaneers, defensive side of the ice. Loomer tied up on the inboards by Peppenberg with Deladonna in there. Buick in there trying to dig it out. Stars just trying to kill off some more of this clock. The Buccaneers come up with it on their turnover by the Lincoln Stars. Buccaneers at the blue line, couldn't dump it in. Back and forth it goes, and the Lincoln Stars send it all the way down. On net, icing waved off as it went right on net. Took a turn there on the dirty ice and got on net. Here comes Kernan. Kernan with it, fires a shot up over the head of Showstack. still the goaltenders in net for the Buccaneers. We're keeping an eye over our right shoulder to see if he comes out, but the Buccaneers are going to have to get possession of it for him to come out. 2:08 remaining in the third period, 4-2 hockey game. Back to play is Barron. Barron has it now up to the neutral zone. He centers around, leaves it there for Kernan. Kernan has it now. Back to Keevan. Keevan full head of steam right up through center ice.
Here comes Sequin Lascarbo to the bench.
I think Lascarbo's out. 1:45 remaining in third period. Extra attacker out there for the Buccaneers. Played on the far side off the half boards. Buccaneers able to send it in deep. Bounces off the end board. Stars tried to clear it out, and they do. And that's going to be, oh, you've got to be kidding me. They say it got tipped. No icing. The Buccaneers down in their defensive side of the ice. No goaltender in net, and the Stars pick it up. Going to fires it towards the net. Just went wide. Fires it, shot goal. And the Lincoln Stars get an empty net goal. 1:17 left in the third period. 5-2 hockey game.
Bruno Eachin was the one that got that, and again, Bucks unable to get much momentum at all with the goalie pulled. And yep, Bruno Eachin gets the empty net goal for Lincoln. And it's officially, I believe, put out of reach now for the Bucks. 5-2 game. Game's pulled up, it'll be the final score.
Yeah, it'd be a miracle here. I don't know if they can do it with. I don't know if you could do it with the goaltender pulled. It'd be tough to get 3 goals, even if the goalie wasn't in net, probably. Dyer with it, back to Ori. They set up. Cinco Scarbo back in net. Buccaneers back in action tomorrow night up in Sioux City. And then over to Cedar Rapids on Sunday.
There's some important points the Bucks need to pick up.
You'll have to watch the Sioux City broadcast on their home feed. I am not going to Sioux City. And there's a question mark whether I am going to go to Cedar Rapids and call that game. Both games right now will be on the home feed only. But both two good arenas to go to. Bouncing puck loose up through the neutral zone. The Buccaneers definitely outshot the Lincoln Stars 34-26, but it's going to fall short tonight. Hard battle game. Good hockey game here between the two clubs. Puck comes free up through the neutral zone. Stars with it. Lansky has it, brings it across the blue line, and that's going to do it. After 3 periods of play, Lincoln Stars 5, Buccaneers 2. And we'll get the 3 stars here.
Yeah, I was just about to say we'll get the 3 stars in just a moment, but for now, the goal scorers for tonight's game. It started off first period. Gio DeJulian, assisted by Bruno Eachin and Dashiell Oliver. Then Alstead tied it up, assisted by Harper and Zielinski. In the second period, Schlane from Pelletier and Anderson, and then Picard from Loomer and Malte gave the Stars a 3-1 lead. Brzgalov cut the deficit down to 1, assisted by Deladonna and Steelinger. And then on the power play, Oliver from Hendricks and Harrington. And then, as we just saw there, Eachin, unassisted, empty net goal. And that puts us to where we are. 5-2 final. Showstack stopping 31 of 33 shots. ESL stopping 22 of 26. 1 for 2 on the power play for the Lincoln Stars, and 0 for 3 on the power play for the Bucks. Lincoln using the special teams advantage to their side, able to not allow any goals on the power play for the Buccaneers, and we'll get the 3 stars in just one moment. We're awaiting that currently. But like Tony said, Bucks back in action tomorrow and Sunday. We'll see if the Bucks can pick up some points in the all-important playoff race that is going on right now in the West. It's pretty tight between a handful of teams, Sioux City being one of those. So whoever wins tomorrow's game definitely can rest easy knowing they got some points going into that Western Conference playoff battle. But Cedar Rapids in the East, points would be nice, of course, for the Buccaneers. Part of that Tupaco Cowbell Cup rivalry.
Here we go. See if the 3 stars are active.
So Yaro Brizgalov, third star of the game. As you see on your screen, Dashel Oliver, second star of the game. And then Jack Picar. All right, those are the 3 stars of the game. The next home game, the Bucks next Saturday, Waterloo Blackhawks, 6 p.m. face-off time right there, and that's the next time we'll see you guys here at the Mid-American Energy Company Recplex.
And Eliza, did you know your Iowa State Cyclones are playing here after the Bucks game next Saturday, February 1st?
I did
A
not.
buddy of mine during intermission showed it to me. I do believe they're playing a 9:05, 9:30 game after the Buccaneers game on Saturday night.
Oh, that's a late one.
That's a late one.
It's very late. Might stick around.
Might have to stick around. Might be some of your Iowa State buddies on there. You know any of the Iowa State hockey players?
I don't believe so. I could be surprised, though.
Yeah. Okay, we're out of here. It's been a long day for all of us, and we're going to check out, be back in action. Either you be on the air Sunday afternoon for the Buccaneers game, or it will be next Saturday. Thanks for listening to Moines Buccaneer Hockey. Oops, you're good. Eliza.